This is a breaking news update. In today's episode, we will be discussing about chikungunya, which is spreading like crazy around the world, and it has been declared an international emergency by the World Health Organization. So we are going to discuss about this new variant that has emerged, and also we are going to give you some prevention measures so that you can avoid getting infected with this deadly virus. So stay tuned till the end. But before we begin, if you haven't already, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon for getting notifications of all our upcoming videos. So first of all, let's start with what's happening in China right now. The outbreak in China started in the month of May this year. In just 3 months, over 72,000 cases have been reported. This is only what has been reported. We don't know how many people have been actually infected. Out of these 72,000 cases, 34 people have died. And even though 34 might sound like a small number compared to the 72,000 cases, it's not really small because the case fatality ratio for chikungunya is only 0.5%. That means that normally out of 100 people who get infected, only 1 person dies. But in this outbreak in China, we are seeing more than 34 deaths out of 100 people. So that is a big deal. It is alarming. It is not just the numbers that are alarming, but also the fact that this outbreak has affected 31 out of 33 provinces in mainland China. It has spread to Hong Kong and Macau as well. This outbreak has been mainly affecting people in the rural areas. There was one village which was particularly badly hit. This village had more than 6,000 cases. And since there are no treatments or vaccines available for chikungunya, all they could do was just watch their loved ones suffer and die. And it's not just China where this disease is spreading like crazy. The World Health Organization has recently issued a statement saying that they are receiving reports of chikungunya from all over the world. What does this mean? This means that the virus has spread to every corner of the planet, and it is now a global threat. But wait, let's take a step back here and talk about chikungunya itself. What is this virus? Chikungunya is a viral infection that is spread by mosquitoes. It is mainly found in the tropical and subtropical regions of the world. It is very common in Africa and Asia. The name chikungunya comes from the Makadisho Swahili language. In this language, chik and gunya means that it is a disease that bends a person. When someone gets infected with this virus, the joints become so painful that a person can barely move. That is why it is called chikungunya. Now you may ask, how does it make a person feel when they get infected? When a person gets infected, they usually develop a high fever. And along with the fever, they also develop severe joint pain. These joints become so painful that it feels like the bones are on fire. This pain can last for days, weeks, or even months. Along with the fever and the joint pain, a person may also develop other symptoms like headache, nausea, vomiting, rash, and fatigue. Most people recover from chikungunya on their own, but some people can have long-term complications from the disease. This can include chronic arthritis, which is a condition where the joints are painful and stiff all the time. Now the question arises, how does this virus kill people? As we mentioned earlier, the case fatality ratio for chikungunya is very low. Only 0.5% of people who get infected die from the disease. However, there have been some reports of deaths due to chikungunya in recent times. This is mainly because the virus has become more deadly in the recent years. A study published in the Journal of Nature Medicine showed that the recent outbreaks of chikungunya are caused by a new variant of the virus. This variant is different from the other variants because it is more transmissible and it causes more severe disease. So what is this new variant? This new variant is called the East Central South African variant. This variant was first identified in 2005 in the east central and southern parts of Africa. It then spread to other parts of Africa and Asia. This variant is responsible for the recent outbreaks of chikungunya in countries like India, Thailand, Malaysia, and now China. Now the next question arises, how does this variant cause more severe disease? The answer to this question lies in the genome of this virus. Scientists have compared the genome of the XACF variant with the other variants, and they have found that this variant has a mutation in the gene that codes for the envelope glycoprotein. This protein is present on the surface of the virus, and it helps the virus to enter into the cells. Scientists believe that this mutation makes the virus more transmissible and it causes more severe disease. The most alarming thing is that there is no treatment or vaccine available for chikungunya. So once a person gets infected, they have to suffer through the symptoms and hope for the best. There are some clinical trials going on for the vaccines, but they are still in the early stages. So we are still a long way away from having a vaccine that can be used to prevent chikungunya. So how can we prevent the spread of this virus? Well, there are some things that you can do to protect yourself from getting infected. The first thing is to wear protective clothing when outdoors. This includes wearing long-sleeved shirts and pants. You should also wear insect repellent. The most effective insect repellent is DEET. Other ingredients that are also effective include picaridin, IR3535, and oil of lemon eucalyptus. If you are in an area where there are a lot of mosquitoes, you should also use mosquito nets. You should especially use mosquito nets if you are sleeping in an area where there are a lot of mosquitoes. The next important thing is to eliminate the places where mosquitoes can breed. Mosquitoes breed in water, so you need to get rid of any standing water in your area. This includes emptying flower pots, buckets, tires, and other containers that can collect water. You should also keep your grass mowed and trim because mosquitoes like to hide in tall grass. And the last thing is to be aware of the symptoms of chikungunya. The symptoms of chikungunya usually appear within a week after being bitten by an infected mosquito. If you develop a high fever and joint pain, you should see a doctor immediately. Early diagnosis and treatment is important because it can help to prevent complications. Now let's try to understand the conclusion of all these points. Chikungunya is a deadly virus that is spreading like wildfire across the globe. It has claimed hundreds of lives and has put millions of people at risk. The symptoms of the disease are extremely painful and there is no cure for it. The only way to prevent the spread of the disease is to take personal precautions and do our part to eliminate mosquitoes. By following the tips that we have given you, you can protect yourself from getting infected. It is also important to be aware of the symptoms of chikungunya so that you can seek medical attention if you need it. We hope that this video has been helpful and informative. We urge everyone to take the necessary precautions to prevent the spread of chikungunya. Let us all work together to keep ourselves and our communities safe. At the end, we would like to say that we are living in unprecedented times. We have never seen anything like this before. A pandemic, economic crisis, and now a deadly virus outbreak. It seems like the world is falling apart. But we have to remember that we are stronger than this. We have overcome many challenges in the past, and we will overcome this one as well. We have to believe in ourselves and in each other. We have to be kind and compassionate towards one another. We have to look out for one another. Only then we will be able to get through this. Thank you for watching, and stay safe.